live. I'm coming to you live out there 405 in Oklahoma City. And today's topic, the spirit of fear. Man, just look at the eyes, man. Look at the eyes, how fear has gripped this person. Look at this, man. It's fear, this staggering painting of a mural about how fear can grip you, how it can break you down, how it can mess into your subconscious and cause you not to accomplish your greatest feats and live to your fullest desire. Because we're told to live in abundance by God, to live in abundance, to live the best, abundant resources, abundant wealth, great health. But when fear strikes you, it not only does damage to your purpose, but it does damage to your goals, damage to your health physically. Fear can break you down in so many different ways, even causing damage to your immune system. So let's talk about fear. Earlier when I returned back to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the beginning of the year of 2020, I was coming back from Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta, GA, and I got really sick down there, man. It was crazy, man. So I come home, I was still trying to get over my sickness and my illness. And so I come home and I was over this fear, this dread of like death, man. It was really frightening and really crazy. And it's like, man, it was really crazy. Like I was almost in fear if I went to bed or went to sleep at night that I would die, man, that I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't wake up. And so that was an issue. And I called a lot of my friends and was praying with me over the phone about this fear, this spirit of fear and this dread. And those were praying for me. I was praying for myself. I was reading my Bible, Psalms 91, Luke chapter 4, Psalms 27. And I was speaking these scriptures daily, man, throughout the day and praying because I was so overwhelmed by this fear. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to write in my notebook. I didn't want to write no new scripts or screenplays. I didn't write no new poetry. I didn't apply for jobs. A lot of different things. It really gripped me. So that's why I can tell you from personal experience, don't let the grip of fear grab you. When it does try to grab you, you center in onto God. You focus on God. You focus on reasons why you're here, because every day you wake up, it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. If you're alive, that God still has purpose for you, a plan for your life, for every human being. And also, I got to get to the point where I had to stop worrying about death, because death is part of life. Just like life is a part of living, death is. It's not so much of dying, but what have you done while you're alive? Because a lot of people are like AMC, they're walking dead. They're not accomplishing anything. They're just merely existing. They're merely existing day in and day out. So if you're alive, you are blessed and you have purpose, and God has some greatness for you and something great inside of you. Just don't give up. And so with fear, along speaking of scripture of Psalms 91 and Luke chapter 4 and Psalms 27, I began to get strength day by day, prayer by prayer, act of faith by movement, and start believing that, hey, I got something great to do. What am I taken by fear? And then a friend of mine, a sister friend, Delisa, who once told me in her channel, God's Chosen Ones, and she was like, fear basically is false evidence appearing real. And I never looked at it like that. I don't know if she made that up herself or got it from someone else, but she was saying it's false evidence appearing real. Sometimes the actual thoughts of fear is more gripping than what could actually occur itself, So, and I started thinking about this, like, man, that's the enemy. That's the devil messing with my mind, plaguing my thoughts. So I'm not focused. I'm not focused on what I should be focused on. I'm not handling business. I'm getting deep into depression. Because and the funny thing is, a lot of the things occurring in the world in the USA at the time, we was dealing with coronavirus, which we still are. We was dealing with corona. A lot of things going on with racial brutality, looting, and a lot of other things were happening. And then high unemployment rates, man, and multiple deaths and sickness from coronavirus around the nation. So I think that also played a big influence on me. And I had to learn also to unplug from social media, because sometimes social media can also, along with mainstream media news, can make things more worse than what they appear to be, And so the point is, I had to pull away from all that. I had to unplug from social media for a few weeks, and then not only unplugging from social media, I had to turn off the TV and start watching all those news reports, religiously about multiple deaths from coronavirus, about multiple sicknesses and stuff, because those things are also plaguing my spirit. So my point is, if you don't want to get gripped by the spirit of fear, you can't give the spirit of fear, anything to attack you with. You cannot assist The spirit of fear. You got to pull back and fight. And the only way to fight fear is with faith. You have to fight with faith. You have to fight with faith. In fact, you have power if you just tap into it. I'm reminded of 2 Timothy 1:7. For God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but the Lord has given a spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind. So remember, you have power. God has given you power, power to overcome anything, fear, death, um, confusion, strongholds, anything. You have that power. You have that right